Cause it's hot. And I'm not gonna be sitting up in the studio like that. It's hot. Ain't no AC up in there, man. It's just about 3 fans. But as y'all come in, man, welcome to Only Band, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm here to entertain you. I got a story for y'all, man. Gonna let a couple people come in, give me up past that 60-second mark so I can get lit. Pull up a little bit in the driveway. What y'all got going, man? How y'all day been going on a good Monday? We almost at 60 seconds. Y'all know what time it is. Like I said, man, come on in, hit that like button, man. What it do? You put the seatbelt on, man, so I can follow all safety guidelines, rules, and regulations. I almost died last time. We're gonna be safe this time. I had a seatbelt on in too. That's why I'm still here. Don't never think you're too cool for the safety belt, man. It saved my life. It might save yours too. What's up with it, man? About to get this story cracking. As soon as the truck drive past me, so I can pull out. But yeah, check it out. Let's go. We on the same time frame. You feel me? Like I'm in the same age group. Gang bang, you know, out here with the crippin'. Burks. His big brother, Mike Burks. I used to mess with Mike Burks real tough. Recipes, Mike Burks. But like I was telling you, Mike Burks is Mike was GD, and I think his cousin GD too. His cousin name is Tony Boykins. Tony Boykins was you could say an OG around this time, disciple. But he used to come around every so often. So I knew him in passing, just, you know what I'm saying, from being around Burke, and that's their cousin. So when he come around and mess with Mike, you know what I'm saying, I see him sometimes. But, you know what I'm saying, me always trying to talk to older folks and be around older folks and have some dealings with older people. I was at Burston House one day when Boykin showed up, Tony showed up. And I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory real quick before we even get him to the house. Y'all remember when I told y'all that Cool and Tony was about to get jumped? They were down in the circle, and I had to run down there and save little bro. That was like a couple stories ago, but I had to go down there and save little bro. I was like, remember I told y'all, like, man, they had some girls that was in the hood. Well, the girl that Cool had in the hood was Tony's cousin. I was trying to holler at his sister, didn't work out. Big Wood ended up hollering at his little sister. But I ended up getting cool with all the sisters. The other brother I went to school with, his other little brother and little sister at the alternative school, Angel and Robert. So now, did you know where I know this nigga from? I kind of know this nigga from. Hey, y'all gotta let me in, bro, cause I ain't. This ain't my route, but I'm gonna take it. If this motherfucker. Stop beeping, nigga. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, we always cool, you know what I'm saying? But dude was just older than me, so about that chilling. Y'all know I was a little hustler. I had some things jumping, but I had this pager. But I was converting. I had a different type of. I forgot what it was, but I was getting rid of this pager. I had it, but it was still on and shit. Dude had this blue Snoop Dogg jersey. It was a hockey jersey. I wanted that bitch because on the jersey, Snoop Dogg had a gold chain on it was made out of gold thread, sold into the jersey. And I liked it, this shit, I wanted it. So I told him, I'm like, give you this page to put in Jersey. And he was like, bet. So we swapped out. A couple days later, I'm over Bursting house. I might tell me like, yeah, man, my cousin Tony said he gonna fuck you up about that pager, bro. I'm like, what you mean? You like, man, you sold that nigga the page and the motherfucker ain't on. And I'm like, fuck you mean it ain't on? Like, nigga, that's my pager, nigga, in my name. I was a kid at the time. But that was my shit in my name, my body. That wasn't no shit that I had stole from no nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was not no shit that you couldn't take right to the store, pay the bill, and get it turned on. It was on when I gave it to you, but it was going off. And I wasn't gonna pay the bill. We thought I was gonna pay the bill for you, my nigga. So, dude talking about he gonna do something to me about this motherfucking page. And the type of nigga I was, like, I was scared, but I wasn't scary. You know what I'm saying? I explained it. Meaning, I was under the impression that, damn, this nigga gonna do something to me. But I wasn't under the impression that this nigga gonna do something to me and get away with it. So what I was doing was, I ain't had no strap. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had no strap. I used to have this knife. I had this kitchen knife. I don't know if it was a steak, whatever it was. It was a small knife, but it was goddamn, it'll fuck you up. One of them. I used to keep that motherfucker with me. Like, especially when I was going over Bursting house. I wasn't no whole ass nigga. I was going over my homeboy house, be damned by the cousin tonight. Nigga, I just had to get you over here. Well, if I run into you, you try me, I'm gonna get you. So that's what it was. So one day I ended up going over Bert's house. Now, Bert's baby mama used to babysit the little boys next door. So it was time where me and Bert would slide over there while she working. So I kind of knew them little boys, how we would be over there with them, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no thing where we were doing wrong. That woman knew that the girl boyfriend stayed next door. His mama them stayed next door too. So it ain't like we could do doing no hell of bad shit, fucking your house up. We wasn't on that. But cause we'll go over there with the girls sometimes. We'd go over there probably sit and watch TV or something. But on this particular day, I go over Bursting house and I'm chilling over there about 30, 45 minutes. I'm fit to head over to the house, get me something to eat, then I'm probably gonna smash out to the projects. So I go to the crib. Now I told you like Bert stay like behind me, but it's a field in between us. Couple more houses, but when you walk through them houses, it's a field, and then my shit on the other side of that field. So I'm coming through the field, and the kids out here playing, right? Now the little kids out here playing, I'm walking through the field. Two of the little kids ain't playing, these motherfuckers is fighting. Now on a normal day, I probably would have watched the fight, hi, he, laughed, you know what I'm saying, watch these little boys out here fighting and shit. But these little boys is brothers. And they my homeboy next door neighbors, the ones that his girl be babysitting. So I grabbed the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just grabbed him with my arm like this and slung him behind my back to get him away from his baby brother. And when I got him back there, he's screaming and hollering and shit. And I'm holding them off so they can't get to each other. I let it go. The man hollering and screaming and shit. And then he just fall on the ground. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't fighting no more. So I walk on by my business. I go to the house. I get to the house. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I got me something to eat. And I'm back here in my room. Motherfucker ringing the doorbell, knocking on the door like the motherfucking police. So I'm hearing my mama come to the door, and it's the goddamn police. They're like, ma'am, is your son such and such? Like, yeah. Is he here? She's like, police, I can hear police like, ma'am, don't lie to me. Is he here? I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, I could really come out this window right now. I had plenty ample opportunity to come up out this window and get on down. But I didn't. I heard the police or something just told me walk up to the front. So I walked on up to the front of the house. He was like, you Philip? And I was like, yes, sir. And he was like, hey, don't drink it. Oh, shit. Hold up. All right, I'm good. So, dude, like, man, I need you to give me handcuffs for me. I'm like, all right. He said, "Oh, ain't trip. I'm gonna handcuff you in the front." It really don't matter to me. Y'all know I'm gonna put my cuffs in the front anyway. So he put me in the front, and they telling my mama she can meet us down at the police station. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So he's walking us up. They're walking out the front door. The police car ain't at my house. We gotta walk all the way through the field. I'm like, what the hell going on? We walk through the field, over here by Burke's house, his next door neighbor house, not to the house, but the police car like right there at these two houses. So when we get over here, this nigga put me in the back of the goddamn police car over here. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So now, oh, this when we coming through the field, this is what he was saying to me. He was like, man, don't try to run. He kept telling me. He was like, don't try to run, man. I might not look like it, but I'm real fast. I promise you, if you try to run, I'm going to catch you. And dude just kept on saying this shit. Now that I think about it, that motherfucker probably was slow as hell and was trying, begging me not to put his ass to work. I wasn't fucked up at the time because he ain't told me what I was charged with. So we get in the police car. This is when he tell me what I'm charged with when I get in the police car. I'm like, man, what am I going to jail for? And he told me, like, man, I got to book you on attempted murder. And I'm like, what? The hell you mean attempted murder? Man, we over here at Burke's house. So I'm going to just be real. The whole time I'm thinking, Tony to call the police on me or some type of, you know what I'm saying, for something. I don't know what the hell going on. Y'all done brought me back over here where I know it's some beef at, and you talking about I got attempted murder charge. I ain't seen this nigga try to kill this nigga. I ain't threatened this nigga or none of this, you know what I'm saying? So, it ain't making sense to me. And finally, when we get to the jail, and my mama get up there, they get to running down the story. They telling my mama, you know what I'm saying, what happened. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I ain't trying to kill this little dude. They're like, what you mean? I'm like, man, they was fighting. I tried to break up the fight. They were like, well, dude got like a 9-inch gash on his motherfucking ribs, like from his stomach to his ribs. And I'm like, hell no. They're like, man, they say that you came over there, grabbed dude, and you cut him, and then threw him on the ground and ran off. And I was like, hell no. So I'm trying to explain to these folks. I'm like, man, that is not what happened. I'm like, man, I know these dudes. My homeboy baby mama be babysitting them. So I'm like, my homeboy baby mama be babysitting them, and I seen them over here in the field. They was fighting. All the kids were playing. They was fighting. And I just grabbed dude to break it up. They were like, so where the knife coming to play at? And I'm telling them, I'm like, oh, man. Like, I had to tell them, I'm like, man, I had a knife in my waistband. And they were like, we're like in a holster or something. I'm like, no, I just had it in my belt line. Like I had it in my belt. It wasn't in my pants. It was in my belt. Like real tight with the blade hanging out. Cause I'm telling them, when I grabbed dude like this and swung him around my back, that's when that blade must have got there and went on up his motherfucking stomach and ribs. And I just put him behind me. Like I say, he was screaming and shit. I ain't know I had cut the dude. And the police didn't really give a fuck. His mama didn't give a damn, didn't nobody give a damn. They was all looking at it like trying to ask me why, kept on asking me why, and trying to figure out why I did this to little buddy. Like, what was the reason? And I'm telling them, like, man, I wasn't trying to cut dude. I was goddamn trying to break up a fight. Now, the other time I was telling the story, I was confused, and I was telling y'all I was locked up with a nigga named Ooh-Wee. And Ooh-Wee had me doing push-ups. I was trying to remember what the hell, because I'm like, man, that wasn't the time I was locked up with Ooh-Wee. This is the time I was locked up with Ooh-Wee. Ooh-Wee had me doing all the damn push-ups because he kept telling me they were going to try to get me a motherfucking life sentence behind this attempted murder charge. And I'm like, yeah, nah, bro, dude ain't dead or none of that. And he like, bro, it don't matter, bro. It was a little white boy, man, you didn't cut. I sat in jail, I'm going to say probably about 26 days. 26, it was just under a month that I sat in jail for that shit. Now, this is how I got out. It's very sad. And you can probably go look it up. But I say probably because he was kids. You can look my shit up. You can look this shit up. The way I got out of this attempted murder charge is because Them little boys and their sister, I think their little sister, was all killed by the babysitter while I was locked up. They had another woman that used to babysit them, and she put them in the bathtub and drowned them. And when their mama came home from work, the woman got her money and left. Like the kids was in the bed, they was all in the bathtub in the water. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about that at first. I ain't know nothing about that until I got home. Because they didn't tell me why the charges was being dropped. They just told me that the charges was being dropped and I was being released. And my mom was here to get me. I ain't asked no questions. Shit. What if I told my mom was coming? Hell yeah. Got my ass the fuck up and waited on them to give me my property, put my clothes on. I went home. When I went to Burke's house, that's when I found out. Mike that was telling me. It was like, man, you know the old girl kicked them little dudes next door, man? I'm like, huh? At first I thought he was talking about big homie baby mama. But he wasn't. He was talking about some other babysitter, some white woman. So she got him, put them all in the bathtub and drowned them and left them in the bathtub when the mama came home. But I got a feeling, man, them folks put the railroad my ass. You know, it's a fucked up feeling, but a feeling is a feeling here. Yeah, man, I'm back to the crib. But shit, I don't remember how old I was when I told Tony the other side of this story. So we cool as hell right now. When I was talking about like his brother and sister, I went to school with them after this. I was trying to get with his other little sister during this time. That didn't work. For some reason, I used to stay getting into it with I ain't gonna say into it, but I got a bond with a bunch of the older disciples in the city. And the reason this had look like the head disciple in my city, Sibo. When I was young, I used to go with his sister. Now him and Tony cousins too. Him and Burton and they cousins too. That's why, and I don't understand how Kenny Burke ended up being the coach. Everybody that nigga from disciple. All right. But Bo had a little sister named Paula. And look who used to go with her homegirl, Tanelia. So every time she would come around, she'd have Paula with her. And Cool used to be like, hey man, one of y'all need to go and get with Paula. That way, you know what I'm saying, she has somebody when she come over here. Thing about Paula was not an ugly girl at all. She wasn't ugly. She wasn't bad built, none of that. Paula was straight. She wasn't the finest thing around, but she was straight. The only thing wrong with Paula was she had a brother named Sibo. Wasn't nobody trying to fuck with Paula because she had Sibo for a big brother. But for some reason, we felt like because Cool wanted us to get with her, somebody was gonna have to do it. So it was me and Wood, and we made a bet on some motherfucking Mario Kart, man, on the mud stage, the mud track. Man, this nigga Wood kept on jumping the wall on my head, cheating like a motherfucker, beating me, man. So I had to call Paula that night. You know how I do it. So I called her, shot my shot, hit my shot. That was my girl. No, I'm walking. Nigga Seaboat them, they all outside. I'm not knowing this nigga know who I am at all at this point in time in life. But It's me cool and Pretty Tony and them walking down the street. This nigga just stopped the whole conversation, mid-conversation. And like, we walking past him, we trying to hear him walk past these niggas, though. They leaning on the car, smoking and drinking and shit. Like a scene from Boys in the Hood. Trying to walk past these niggas without giving my ball up. So we almost get past these niggas and Sebo say, hey, hold up. Hey, nigga. Hey, Crystal Nichols' little brother. Damn. The fuck? Turn around, he like, yeah, you, nigga. Ain't you Crystal Nichols' little brother? That's my sister. He like, come here, nigga. So I come over here like, yeah, niggas, I hear you like my little sister. I'm like, man, that's my girlfriend. They're like, nah, you be like, nah, nigga, that ain't your girlfriend. You just like my little sister. I'm like, man, that's my girlfriend. That was it, man. I forgot what he was talking shit to me about that. But after I said about that, it was always, you know what I'm saying, he'll fuck with me about that. And that's just the relationship we had. I was just a young nigga. Every time he see me, he'll fuck with me, he'll say something to me. So like, he got to know me. I knew who he was. He knew who I was. To this day, me and him cool little motherfucker. We ended up doing time together in the jump. You know what I'm saying? We basically had an understanding before that. But, you know what I'm saying, in the jump, we got somewhat of a bond. I ain't gonna say like a friendship, but we built a bond to the point where goddamn when the nigga came home, I was cutting his son's head, his nephew. Well, I had to stop that barber shit during the pandemic, go get me some money. I probably should stay in that barber shit. I be charging niggas $100 haircut right now. But I ain't tripping. I'm gonna get my money out the 18 wheeler. I'm gonna go and fuck around. If I get this job right here that I'm trying to get now, it's about 95 bands a year. I'm gonna just get that motherfucking work about a year. When the year up, I'm gonna buy me a truck. If YouTube treat me right, I'm gonna buy me a truck. If I hit the lottery, I'm gonna buy me about 7 trucks. Either way it go, it's gonna be some hustling going on. We almost at the crib. I'm gonna get ready to park this whip. And you know what I'm gonna tell y'all. Man, come on, nigga, this is my crib. Don't just wait on me, because I ain't going nowhere. I'm waiting back in my driveway. Don't be afraid to take that long road. Instead of the wrong road, do things the long way instead of the wrong way. And with that, we back at the crib in the driveway, safe and sound. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm gonna holler at you next time. Tell somebody you love.